Hi everyone, welcome to week 5. You are basically halfway through this course, so congratulations. This week I want to start off my video message with reminding you that you have your group work due this week. And the most important thing to remember is that it's actually due Wednesday because it is sort of an interactive dialogue that will be hosted in the group work week 5 online discussion area. Kind of lost my thought there for a second. My apologies. So each group, one person will post your final presentation with your narration into the group area towards the end of that discussion area in D2L. You'll see there's a week 1 area and there was a week 5 area. So post your final presentation to the week 5 area by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Central. And then do make sure that you have at least 1, 2, maybe 3 people, if that's your whole team, that are monitoring the questions that will be posed to you. So the commitment here is that each group will post 1 original post, and then each of you will listen to at least 2 group posts, and you'll pose thought-provoking questions, offer alternative perspectives, whatever makes most sense based on what you're hearing. So theoretically, each group should be hosting and answering at least 2 replies to their original post throughout the week. Be sure to get all of your questions answered from your group perspective by Sunday. That's the sort of the deadline for that. So that is something that you want to keep track of during the week. So let's also talk about what we're doing from a content perspective this week. We're really going to get into sort of the nuts and bolts, the structured process around accreditation, which is in many views and in many sort of thought circles, a very laborious process. It can be extremely time consuming. And to Jeremy's point last week, if you're not an organization who's sort of centered around accreditation and data collection and evidence gathering, this can be even more of a very difficult and stressful time for an institution when they're preparing for a self-study. So we're actually going to talk about that this week in the discussion. We're going to ask you to look inside your organization and talk about that process. If you're not currently working in a college or in this area, this is a great time to reach out to a peer or to a friend in another college. If worst comes to worst, you can absolutely interview me. I know that Greta has also been through accreditation, so you can see if she has some time to be interviewed as well. But you do want to make sure that this is not a theoretical discussion post that you're putting into that piece of our work this week. So those are the 2 things that are due this week. The good news is the bulk of that work is done by Wednesday for both of those things. The other news is there's a little bit of work that is going to go into that group work. So be sure that you're ahead of that already and that you feel confident to get in a really good and nice and polished presentation by Wednesday. With that, I will also say it really is a pleasure working with all of you. What a great class we have. I know Greta and I are really enjoying working with you. As always, please reach out if you need anything at all. We're here to help, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.